Hi bead buddies and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a very special guest.
Hi bead buddies.
John. If you guys are new, this is my husband John.
Hi.
And today we are going to be filming a bracelet making Q&A. So we posted over on our community tab. I'm kind of embarrassed. I think it was like a month ago.
It's okay.
We got hit with the flu.
We both got sick. February was crazy. But we're here. We're doing it.
So we're going to be answering your guys' questions. If you guys haven't seen my live stream, I know a lot of you guys have. John's usually in the background chatting.
I always hang out.
So we thought it would be kind of fun if we did live stream style, but in YouTube video form. I mean, like, I know it's on YouTube, but like long form.
Yeah.
So John's gonna read the questions. We're gonna make bracelets. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos with John, I'm working on creating playlist, and we do have a teaching my husband how to use the bead spinner.
It was not very good, but I picked it up eventually.
And that's a prime example of practice makes perfect.
Yes.
The more you do something, the better you're gonna get. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to use our hashtag BEADBUDDIES in the comments down below.
Can I do the sparkles?
Yeah.
Hashtag BEADBUDDIES.
Because at the end of every video, I do a comment of the day, and I would love to pick your comment for my upcoming video because we are doing March Bead Madness Burrow King. The family's here. We love you guys.
Burrow one day.
But we do a comment of the day at the end of every video, and since we're doing March Bead Madness, we're trying to upload as much as possible.
Yep.
So if you guys have any video requests, let us know. Oh, she's so cute. Little
He's
family
just big
photo.
chilling. He just woke up from his nap.
Okay, let's get the video started, and I hope you guys love it. Pulled out some of my clay bead kits to make some clay beaded bracelets while we're doing our Q&A. These kits, the containers are from Joann's, which I'm so sad that they're closing, but you might be able to score these on Ideal. And the beads inside of them are from little strands of beads. That's gonna bother me. That are from either Amazon or Temu. I just kind of merged them all. But then all of these are clay beads. These are the packets from Hobby Lobby, and the containers are from the Container Store. So we're just going to use a medley of colors. I will also be using my bead spinner, so I got to empty these seed beads out, but this is linked down below. It's from Amazon. It came with my favorite little beading needle. If you guys want to know where my beading needle came from, it's the kit. Highly recommend. We're also going to be using our little beading scoop. This is something that my dad gave me from his gardening stuff, which shout out to my dad because that works wonders for scooping beads. We're also going to be using my Bead Buddy snips. I love these, you guys. I'm on the hunt to find another one, but I just love that this says the Bead Buddies. And then we're also going to need some elastic. This is my favorite Stretch Magic. It is the 0.5 millimeter elastic. It's awesome, super stretchy, and that's what we're going to be using today. These little containers from the Dollar Tree, and I like to keep all my bead combos in here. And I think we're gonna get started with this new color combo I started making. It's just like dark blue and light blue, and then we can get the Q&A started.
All right, so our first question today comes from Live for Beads. How did you get the idea to create a business?
Oh, this is a great question. Thanks, Liz. Okay, so I'm scooping some beads. I started my business back in 2019, and I was in college, and I was just making the pony bead Visco bracelets because my friends wanted them. I thought they were really cute, and I didn't want to pay to get one made because I wanted a bunch of them. So I just learned how to make them, and it was pretty simple, like it's, you know, like beading. I don't know, it wasn't extreme or anything. It was just kind of like these letter bracelets on pony beads. And so I started selling them on Etsy because I have a main channel, kellyprepster, and people were like, can I buy some? Isn't this color combo cute though? So then I just started selling them on Etsy. Thankfully I had John helping me because it is kind of hard to figure out on your own, and I always like a second set of eyes. And then fast forward a few years later, I was getting kind of tired of Etsy, and John was like, why don't we switch over to Shopify? And we started making a whole dedicated YouTube videos about it, like this channel, and that's how we kind of started our business. Would you say there's any other behind the scenes to that?
That was kind of the short story to it. That's how it started, and now we're here.
Now we're here.
130,000 subscribers later.
Which is so crazy.
Shout out to every single bead buddy. You guys are amazing.
We're so grateful for every single one of you. It's like so crazy because we started this when I was living at home with my parents. We went through the pandemic, like on Etsy, and then we moved, started this channel, and it's just taken off.
So cool. It's so much fun though.
I know,
it's been
it has
such
been
a fun journey.
I didn't realize how many types of beads there were and stuff. I literally started with pony beads.
And now we have every kind of bead I think they make.
Yep.
Like, I don't think we're missing any. Alright, so next question, and this is a good one. It's from Michaela.
Ooh.
Where do you get the background music for your videos?
Okay, now this is more of an editing John question. So if you guys are new, John edits all of my videos, and he is a video editor. Like that's his job. So it's like a win-win. And do you want to answer that?
Yes. So we get all of our music from a platform called Epidemic Sound,
and it's a little expensive.
It is. It is a little expensive. So we have a yearly subscription to it that we pay for, but they have unlimited music and they have a bunch of different sound effects that you can use, and it's really cool. So it's a little pricey, but if you're making money off your business already and are creating content, it's worth to invest it, because then you don't have to worry about any copyright issues, because they automatically say that your channel can use all the music from their platform. Instead of getting any sort of copyright strikes or any sort of trouble for using music you're not supposed to, you have a whole library of it that you can use. It's pretty cool.
Definitely recommend it, especially if you're making a little bit of money on your channel, like, because it's really for content creators, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely very content creator focused.
If you get copyrighted on your videos, so like on our live streams, we never play popular music because we always say we don't want to get a copyright strike. And if you get a copyright strike, you get demonetized on that video, so your videos won't make any money.
Yes, so you have to use copyright-free music. So like, unfortunately, as much as we would love to play like Taylor Swift in our live streams, we can't. We have to play Epidemic Sound music.
But I think that's a great question. Thank you, Michaela.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, so this is a fun one. It's from Cosmic Shooting Star. What has been your biggest accomplishment in your business?
Oh, this is a really fun question. I think the biggest accomplishment was probably the one that I think was like, for me, the first one was, I'm like looking at John, you guys, I'm just so excited. This is giving unhinged live stream energy. I remember how excited I was when I hit 50,000 subscribers. And it was kind of like right then I was like, wow, this is so happening. Cool. But I think, of course, hitting 100,000 was really exciting. And we did a live stream that night. But I think on top of that was hitting 1,000 Shopify orders.
1,000 Shopify orders was pretty cool. And now we're almost closing in on 2,000 orders. That's pretty awesome.
And I know those are really big numbers, but I think when they happened, it was just kind of like that thing like, wow, I never thought that would happen.
I know. It's so cool, though.
Yeah. So I love that. Thank you for that question.
All right. So the next question, this is from Fina and Ollie.
Okay.
What is your favorite time of year to launch stuff for holidays and seasons? Like, what's your favorite holiday to do a big launch for?
Okay, this is great. I love a Valentine's Day launch. It's one of my favorite holidays. We did not do a Valentine's Day launch this year, but another one is Black Friday. As a small business, you can make so much money, but also there's so many sales according to Black Friday, and like everyone's like kind of out shopping, getting their holiday gifts. And so with that, you really want to be prepped in advance. So like for Black Friday, we have all our stuff mostly made, I would say like a month, 2 months in advance.
Yeah, we try to stay about a month, 2 months in advance and ahead on all holidays.
On all holidays, so I think that's like a big tip. Like if you're a small business owner and it's coming up on Halloween, you need to have your Halloween stuff up like a month or two in advance. So like kind of sounds silly, but you can start selling Halloween stuff in August.
Exactly.
And if you want to sell back to school stuff, you can start selling that like in July. If you want to sell Christmas.
It gives people time to enjoy the stuff that they buy for those seasons.
Yes.
Before they have to put them away for the year.
Because you have to factor in like shipping and everything. I hope that's helpful. I think that's kind of like a big tip.
It is.
We made 3 of these. Aren't those cute?
Is that a new color combo?
It's a new color combo. It's kind of giving like Stitch vibes.
It is giving Stitch vibes.
Okay, we're going to make another color combo.
All right, are we ready for the next question?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so this is from Ronnie's girl.
Okay.
What are the first steps in starting a jewelry businesses? Licenses needed, etc. So like, how do you go from beginning to all the way up to a big business?
Okay, well, I don't know if I'm quite at a big business yet, but I'll share with you what I know so far. I'm also doing white and lilac and like a dark purple. So my biggest tips is to get started. You probably don't want to spend too much money because you don't want to invest a lot of money in something if you're not going to love it. But you also need to have supplies like to make the product, you know? Yeah. So you're going to want to make a business name. You're going to have to create a Gmail, like an email so people can reach you, like a platform to start selling on, or if you're going to sell in markets, that kind of stuff. You're going to want to come up with a little bit of a marketing plan. And it can be as simple as ours was creating YouTube videos to market our bracelets. Isn't this really cute? Okay, so then you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to connect with like your audience. So if you're selling at farmers markets, you're going to want to like reach out to people, ask your friends and family to come along. If you're making YouTube videos, ask for them to subscribe, to check out your website. And then you're also going to want to constantly create new products. So then once you kind of get there, you're going to, I think it's once you reach like $600 in sales.
Yes, once you hit $600 in sales, then you have to start considering taxes.
Like you really have to pay attention. I think that's an Ohio thing. I don't know. Obviously it's everywhere, but I think every state has different tax walls and stuff.
Yes.
You guys, I'm not a professional at this by any means.
But I think it's $600 across, at least in the United States of America.
Okay.
It's $600 is the tax threshold.
If you make more than that, you really need to be careful because you don't want to get in trouble with taxes and stuff. And John,
just keep track of what you earn.
Yeah, keep track of what you earn. Shopify is really helpful with that because then you get like tax forms and stuff for the end of the year. John and I do have a CPA do our taxes, so that's really beneficial, especially as a business. And I will say the first year I didn't have it, and I just got one the last year. I got an LLC for my business. I think people that tell you that you have to have that right away kind of scare a lot of people out of doing it because you don't really have to have that because as a person you can file as like a, I think it's
you can file as an individual.
As an individual, so like you can make money without having an LLC. And I think having an LLC once you have your business up and rolling is super important, and there's lots of pros to that, but it does cost a lot of money.
And kind of once you go from turning it from a hobby into like a full-on business is when it should that's kind of that point.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to do it right away because if it's something you're not going to like, you don't want to pay for all of that just for something that you might not be into in 3 or 4 months. So I hope that's helpful. I do get a lot of questions about that. Like you don't have to have any license like specific for that, especially if you're selling online. So I hope that's helpful. I don't know if I answered all of your questions, but that's just like a little gist of that.
It's kind of a little quick start guide on how to do it.
Yeah, if you guys want more in-depth tutorials and stuff on that, I would be happy to help. But again, I don't really know if I'm doing it 100% the right way, but I'm getting guided.
Yeah. All right, so the next question is from Letitia Rodriguez, and they asked, what is your favorite thing about making bracelets?
I think my favorite thing now that like we have grown our community is the fact that like we get to make it together. Like I know I haven't met any of you guys yet, but like just hanging out online in our live streams, reading your comments.
So much fun.
Oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy. And it's like, how would I ever want to give this up when we can connect over it? Like we've made so many new friends just from making bracelets.
That's true.
And I just love it. I think it's so fun that it can bring us all together. I love that we have bead buddies that aren't bracelet makers. Like we have crocheters. Yeah. You know, it's so cool that something so simple has brought us together, and I love that. I also love that it's like a creative outlet. So it's not something that, I don't know, like it requires work obviously, but it's like fun and it's creative and it's not like...
You get to do whatever you want. There's no rules
to it. There's no rules to it. Like if I want to make a pink bracelet, I can make a pink bracelet. So I hope that answers that. I just love hanging out with you guys.
All right, so the next question is from Heather.
Okay.
And this might be a hard one to answer because you've made a lot of bracelets. But Heather wants to know, what is your favorite bracelet you've ever made?
Oh,
if you had to pick one.
I'm going to sound really basic. I love, and I wear it all the time, my Beach Babe clay beaded bracelet.
It's a classic.
It's one of our $3 color combos, but I wear that thing all of the time. It's a tried and true.
I love it. That is such a classic combo. You've had it for so long. It's perfect.
It's so cute. So here's our next one. Those are so cute, aren't they?
I love that.
So we're going to make another color combo.
So the next question is from, I think it's Artiana.
Okay.
They asked, my question is, how do I find markets or places to sell in my community? Which I think is a really good question.
This is a great question. I'm going to be honest, I've never sold at a market or anything in my, like locally. So I'm not 100% sure. We're going to go to one of our tried and true, the grayscale color combo for this next one.
I love it. One of my favorites.
It's perfect. It's like very gender neutral. I think you could wear it, John.
Absolutely.
But I also think it's just a really fun, it could go from day to night, go for any outfit. Okay, so finding markets. We applied for one, and honestly, the way we found it was by going to that market, and then like they handed us a slip and it had their information on it, and then we applied for their next one. So I think going to the markets, you can like ask for the coordinator and ask how people sign up for it. Now that's a lot of like in-person work, and I think if you're thinking about doing in-person markets, you're probably going to have to be really social because you're going to have to interact with all of these people anyway. So if that scares you, I just want to give you a little heads up on that. Secondly, I don't know if you guys are in like Facebook groups, but you can join local Facebook groups that are like, for example, I follow our cities. It's like craft shows around my area.
Yeah.
And you can like DM someone. I don't even know if DM's the right word for Facebook. I'm not a Facebook user.
It works all the same.
And ask someone how to join. I would just like really focus in, like ask people, like ask around, like if you have aunts and uncles or cousins or someone, be like, do you know anybody or have any friends or family that have done a craft show, and then ask them how they join them.
Well, and those Facebook groups are really good because a lot of times too, like people who are the organizers of those events will post like a flyer saying, looking for vendors, apply here.
Yes. So like,
so it's really, that's Facebook's probably an easy way. And then too, like if you're in like a church group or something, that's just schools. Or some sort of school group or something, and they're doing like a school function or a church function, a lot of times they'll have vendors there. So if you're involved in that sort of community thing, that could be a good way to find it too.
I think personally, John and I, like, I would say we're social, but we're not that social all the time.
No, I think we like being behind the camera.
Like, I don't know if this is the best advice. We've never done it, so we don't really know how to go about it, but that's how I would get started.
Yep, I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
So this one's fun, and I know that we've talked about it a little bit, but I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on it. Have you ever thought about doing embroidery for your shop apparel?
You guys, when we first launched our apparel, which we do limited drops of it, I really wanted to get an embroidery machine. When we lived in our old apartment, I always talked about when we get a craft room, I'm going to get one. They are really expensive, and I wasn't too sure if I loved making apparel. I love making bracelets and I love making jewelry. The apparel process when we were making that wasn't my favorite, and this is a prime example of you won't know until you try it. And I didn't know I wouldn't like it until I tried it, and thankfully we didn't invest too much money into it. But the embroidery machine's so expensive, I don't know if I can like comfortably spend that much money on an apparel making business if I don't know if I'm going to be passionate about it.
I understand that.
But I love the look of it, but like maybe I could outsource it or get it manufactured. I don't know.
I think it would be fun, but it's definitely a complicated process.
I think that would be in a few years for me. I don't know if that's this year.
I understand that, and wanted to give the shout out. That question came from Stephanie.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I hope that's a good answer. I do want to make more apparel for you guys. I just got to find a fun way to make it so I can enjoy it.
Yes. All right, and I think we are officially to the last question.
Okay.
So this is a two-parter, and I think it's kind of fun. So this is from Kay's Bracelets. What is your favorite kind of beads?
My favorite kind of beads. Oh, this is so tough, you guys. It changes week by week because I have been in my seed bead era for a long time. But I think with summer coming up, it's officially a clay bead era.
Ooh, summertime's almost here.
I'm so ready for summer. I love all the beachy bracelets.
And you actually have a three-parter to their question.
Okay.
So there's three different questions.
Perfect.
Kind of fun. First off is kind of a request. Can you make a video where you organize your desk and or office?
Oh my gosh, I love this idea. Fun. We have a TikTok that went super viral doing that.
That was such a satisfying
we're gonna have
TikTok.
to make another video like that.
I love it. And then last question from Kay's Bracelets. How often do you go on bead buying bans? That's a great question to end on.
John's over here like, you need to go on more of them. I really do try to go on bead buying bans, but it's hard because like if I run out of colors for my $3 color combos, that can break the bead buying ban. But I will say I'm trying to be on a really tight budget this year to spend less money. Yes. So hopefully I'm doing well with that. I haven't absolutely gone super crazy.
No, I haven't been crazy.
I would say it's kind of like every other month.
Yeah.
We go crazy, then we don't go crazy. We go crazy.
You kind of do one big purchase, then you take a couple weeks off, then you do one big purchase, and it's just to restock.
And it kind of like, obviously in the Christmas, like quarter 4 of the year, so December, November.
Yeah, October, November, December.
Yeah, are like the busy. Do you like how I did that backwards? Are like the busiest.
I understand because you were working backwards to the quarter, so I understand it. I would have done it the same way.
Are the busiest, so we spend the most amount of money, but we also make the most amount of money. So I don't know. I hope that's helpful. So that wraps up today's Q&A.
That was so much fun.
Shout out to John.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me guest star in this one.
If you guys want to see more videos with John, don't forget to use our hashtag We Love John.
Do the sparkles.
Sparkles. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, join our Bead Buddies fam, and do you want to do the sparkles again?
Yes,
for
I do.
hashtag
Bead Buddies.
Oh yeah, I love the sparkly effect. I feel
the
like
sparkles
it
are
was
so
needed.
fun.
Oh, seriously, shout out to John. He edits
for
them.
having
He
me.
puts the sparkles in it. It was so much fun having you be in the video.
I love putting sparkles everywhere in the video.
Like do the whole screen sparkling.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see more videos like this or have any suggestions, let us know in the comments down below. And before I forget, here is today's comment of the day. Thank you so much for leaving such a kind and positive comment on my channel. It seriously means the world to me. John and I go by and read your guys' comments.
We do.
And they're so cute.
You guys are awesome.
The Bead Buddies are amazing. I feel so blessed that we have been brought together just by beading and our community and making bracelets and crafting. So thank you for being here. We love you, and we'll see you guys back here very soon with another new YouTube video. Bye, Bead Buddies!
Bye!